guys? Welcome back to another edition of Between Rounds. Today we are talking Super Bowl football. Who we got, Coach?
Oh, man. The Chiefs and the Eagles, rematch from a couple years ago. Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley. Man, it's going to be a good game, I think. Who you got? Let's hear your analysis of this. Wait,
Yeah.
you're wearing a Favre jersey, so that might delete all your credibility. Me, I got
Listen,
LC, the greatest defensive player of all time.
Come on. Brett Favre would have thrown it down his throat, all right? The Packers are the
Dude,
best, but they're not in the Super Bowl this year. But, man, it's a tough one for me because I, kind of like I said with our fight breakdown, I'm tired of betting against certain people, and I'm tired of betting against Patrick Mahomes. The dude has shown that he's lights out time after time again. But I really like that Eagles team. You know, Jalen Hurts, he's a super fun quarterback to watch. The dude is a freak athlete. I've seen videos of him in the weight room squatting like 600 pounds.
yeah,
Saquon
quarterback.
Barkley is a quarterback. We're not talking the offensive lineman. We're talking
No,
the quarterback is
yeah,
squatting 600 pounds. We got
great.
Saquon Barkley jumping over people backwards.
One of the
But
greatest highlights of all time, by the way.
of all time, like, I don't know how that ever gets topped. Hey, let me spin move, jump over you. Like, you want to talk about making somebody trip on their own jock strap. Like, that is the definition of that moment.
Every team in the NFL is regretting not signing Saquon Barkley this year, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Except for maybe the Ravens. They
Yes.
got Derrick Henry, so they did all right with them.
Yeah, they're all
Uh,
right with him.
I feel like it's gonna be a close game. The Chiefs were 8-0 in games settled by one score or less. The Eagles were six
Yep.
and two. So the Chiefs are on a 17-game win streak in
Holy
one
cow.
score games. In one score games. You know
Yeah.
why? It's because your guy, Patrick Mahomes. He just
Yeah.
has ice water in his veins. The end of the game, if he has the ball, I think everybody in the stadium, including the other team, thinks, shit, we're losing this game.
Yes. Yes. I heard a stat about him the other day that blew my mind. So on game winning drives, right, whether they need a field goal or a touchdown, they took like a statistic of like all the top quarterbacks over time. Leading the pack was Tom Brady, and he was like, don't quote me on these numbers, okay? But he was like 6 for 11, right, on like game winning drives. Patrick Mahomes was 7-0. like like the average quarterback was like 30%, and we're talking like Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. We're talking about like the best of the best, right?
Yeah. And
Listing off all my Packers.
well,
But I mean
that
but
went
I mean
right by
Tom
me. Thanks for
Brady.
pointing that out.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom Brady was like the closest at like a 70% or something like that. And you got Patrick Mahomes is 7-0 on that. It's
Crazy.
astounding.
Well, just the last two Super Bowl. Well, I mean, they beat the Bills last minute drive to win it this
Yep.
year, but the Super Bowl last year in overtime, the 49ers take a 3-point lead. He drives them down, scores a touchdown. The year before they
Yeah.
beat the Eagles, they drove him down the field to kick a winning field goal with 3 seconds left. And
Yeah.
it's over and over and over again. I
Yeah.
feel like the Eagles are a really good, strong team. For me, the matchup of this game is the defensive coordinator for Kansas City, and then against the running game of Saquon Barkley. If they can,
Yep.
if Saquon can get off and control the tempo and not let Mahomes have as many chances, I think the Eagles could make it look kind of easy. But that Kansas City defense is pretty good. They held Derrick Henry, J.K. Dobbins, and Kamara from New Orleans to under 100 yards, all of them. The only 100-yard rusher they've given up is to Lamar Jackson. And
That
so,
that is a pretty crazy statistic as well for run defense.
yeah.
Like, you're holding the three best guys down essentially to
Well,
under
and
100 yards each.
46 yards, 32 yards, and 26 yards. So it wasn't like they just barely held them under 100 yards.
No, they held them under 50.
Yeah. So I feel like
Yeah.
for me, that's a game. If Saquon can get off, the Eagles can do their thing, and they're going to win the game. But I am not betting against Patrick Mahomes. I got
Well, I'm
Mahomes.
not. I'm not betting against Taylor Swift. I think she controls the world. I think we need. I think we need some people to look into this. She gets more screen time than any of the football players. She's a billionaire. We got to start looking into things like this. We
Well, she.
cannot not talk about the referees and the calls that the freaking Chiefs keep
Oh
getting.
shit. So Taylor Swift is behind the referee's calls.
She's got to be. She's
Oh,
got to
all
be. She's
right.
got all the money to pay him.
I hadn't heard that theory, but she does have the money to pay it for sure.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a really close game. I think it's going to go back and forth, and I think Mahomes is going to get the ball at the end, and they're going to win by 4. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs win, and I think it's a nail biter like always. Like I think that there's some real weird deep state in on football nowadays. No, I don't really, but I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes, man. He's good. I like Jason Kelsey. I like his brother way more because he's slamming beers watching the football game. More looking forward to watching him than the game, to be honest.
Boy, those two have done a great job. Just bringing more personality to football. Honestly, I think Taylor Swift has helped too, just bringing a lot of
Yeah.
eyes to football that hadn't watched it
Yep.
before.
Yep.
All right, so we agreed on this one, so you can't catch me. I'm ahead on the football pool. Just saying, I'm 2-0. You're
You
one
are
and
ahead.
one.
I let my emotions get the best of me last time. I was like, Josh Allen, he's a Wyoming guy. I really like Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie. It's stupid. I didn't actually believe those picks, and I let my emotions get the best of me. So I cannot do that this time. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Well, we both got the Chiefs, guys. Let us know who you think's going to win. Drop a comment. Let you know what you want to see. And what do you think? Sign us off, Michael.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch
see
you
you
on the next
soon.
one.
Bring the band in.